Ratchet & Clank, one of the best games I've ever played. Look at it now, too many sequels and high reviews. So, I do have questions on how it got started, what's the story behind the characters, and all that stuffs. So join me on exploring this game. This video will contain facts that I gathered from the game that was released on PS2.
An info bot. Ratchet, we could use that.
Alright, wise guy. Hey, I thought you were gonna help me. Giant robots attacking.
Ratchet & Clank was first released in PlayStation 2 on 2002. It was developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony Computer Entertainment. During Sony's E3 2014 conference, it was announced that the original Ratchet & Clank game from the PlayStation 2 will be reimagined for the PlayStation 4. The game will be released within the first half of 2016 alongside the movie. The movie will share the film's vision of Ratchet's origin story. Yes, there will be an animated movie of Ratchet & Clank. In case you didn't play the game yet, Ratchet & Clank is a third-person perspective. Up to 36 weapons and gadgets can be bought or found throughout the game. Ratchet starts with only 2 weapons, his trusty Omni Wrench 8000 and a bomb glove. As missions are completed across the game, more weapons and gadgets become available, including the blaster, an automatic pistol, the pyrocitor, a flamethrower, and the suck cannon, a vacuum gun which sucks up smaller enemies and converts them into projectiles. If you take a look on the cover of Ratchet & Clank for US release, there are actually a number of weapons that are written in the background which can be acquired. There was one weapon listed in there that was not on the game. If you look on near Ratchet's head, it reads NTO Ray. However, no weapon in the game fits the name. It could be that the developers did not include it in the game or forgot to include it. It was later known as Giganto Ray. Giganto Ray was suggested that it could make Ratchet or Clank bigger since the counterpart was Shrinko Ray. Besides Giganto Ray, there are also other weapons that did not make it to the game, such as Boomball Gun. Boomball Gun could possibly shoot large bomb. Another weapon was the Shrinko Ray, where on its description could possibly make Ratchet or Clank become smaller. And the last one was the Revolverator. It was intended to grab and spin enemies above the user's head. However, it presented a weakness where enemies can attack the user. For that reason, it didn't make it to the game. On the early stages of the game, there was this idea of having 3 Clank. However, they soon realized that having 3 robots will be complicated and will create confusion, leading them to create only one robot. That is Clank. They did also make separate robots that are called Gadget Bots, which would help activating doors and attacking enemies. Ratchet was originally envisioned as a space-traveling reptile alien who collected various weapons. Insomniac looked to various terrestrial creatures, and the feline creature stood well because of the agility that is associated with it. His character had quite a short temper on the first game, which led to negative comments. On Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, there is a large orange enemy with a wrench and a small robot accompanying him. They have similarities such as the wrench and the design of the smaller robot. They seem to be the basis of the characters Ratchet and Clank. Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage and Ratchet and Clank are both developed by Insomniac Games, so that explains why. Insomniac Game first started developing a concept called Girl with a Stick, which was ended shortly in the early creative development stages. Chief Officer Brian Hastings suggested a game about an alien with a range of weapons and gadgets traveling around space, with Marvin the Martian as an inspiration. Insomniac staff claimed that they had a lot more fun work programming Ratchet and Clank compared to the Spyro the Dragon. With Ratchet's short temper, he is viewed as your typical teenager who desires nothing more than excitement and adventure. GameSpy states that the game is predictable, boring, and just bland. Other reviewers also states that it is not engaging for the first parts of the game, but when the player reaches planet Rilgar, it becomes much more intense and difficult. With its sales going upward, Ratchet & Clank also receive awards. 4 players awarded the game on 2002. Best PS2 Dexterity Game of the Year, Best PS2 Dexterity Game of the Year Reader's Vote, 3rd place Best PS2 Game of the Year. GameSpot also gave it award as Best Graphics Technical on 2002. GameSpy gave it Best Graphics of the Year on 2002.